It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Cole Kmet, who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Bears and the Packers coming up next.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Love going to give this one to Jones. Nice move at the 40. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action. Love to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now 3rd down and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the number 1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. That one whistled against David Bakhtiari. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. With the Bears at 8-1 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The visitors' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go bootleg. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw now, here's Love. That is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So, obviously, they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 2nd down and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw, it's Williams. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pen.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense and DJ Moore headed back onto the field. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis. So to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Illegal blocking the offense.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
1 yard is the gain, and the Bears are going to get a first. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 19-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end. To throw, Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carlson. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Packers' 1st down.
Love, they go play action now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Andrew Billings in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Back to throw now on 1st down. This caught by Carlson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
To the air once more. Williams. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown. Bears have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14 to 7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Love. And Jones has it over the middle. The Packers going to use one of their time. Will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing. Love setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Love now.
Shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ratcheting up, they get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper.
Far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Jaden Daniels, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Breaks through the contact. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw is Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
Down to about the 32.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Flush to his right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down. Doesn't find anyone open. tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Tyler Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead.
You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. An inside give to Jones. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Here's Williams throwing to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. Now Williams.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
For the Bears field goal. 52-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The tight end in motion right.
Love looking to throw it. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw now. Here's Love.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Love.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Love.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Play action this time with Love.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Williams.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Williams with a little touch pass forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A short throw to Musgrave.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back to throw. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing. Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that will be incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Love now. He gets that one complete to Wicks. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Going back to Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
They'll try it now with Brooks.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Love from the gun.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And they're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now it's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 50.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Chicago, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.